Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's Tina Willis coming to you from my business page and my live chat each week. Really excited today, really excited. But I said to you yesterday, it's been an absolutely great week. And sometimes the icing on the cake is when we have these go lives, because the live chat gets an opportunity for me to actually physically see my business partners rather than just chatting on Messenger or seeing them on Zoom. And we have a good chat about sharing our stories, where we're at, looking at the online business world, how beneficial it's become now to be online. So thank you all for joining us today. Thank you for passing by. And I am going to introduce you to a lovely lady. She emigrated to Italy, which is a beautiful, beautiful country, 18 years ago, and she is now an online business owner. So I'm going to introduce you to Jing Arness. Give her a big warm welcome, guys. She's an amazing lady. Hi, Jing.
Hello,
How are we doing?
Yeah.
Are we okay? Yeah, all good.
What time? Good weather.
That's what we want. It's nice here as well, actually. So you've got the sun shining for a change.
Yes, finally.
Yeah.
We get sunshine here too.
So what time is it in Italy now?
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, so you're only an hour difference from us, aren't you?
Yeah, we have 1 hour difference.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's just amazing that we can chat like this globally, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know, it's great.
This is the good of online business.
It is, it's fabulous. So thank you very much for accepting my invitation. And what I'm just going to give the floor to you now, Jing. I want you to just let me know, what was your life like before you started this business?
Okay, before I start the details, my name is Jing Argut. It's actually my nickname. I live here in Italy for almost 18 years ago. I'm immigrant from all those immigrants from Philippines know that when we finish graduating in college, we always look for a greener pasture for having a better life, not only for ourselves, but also for our family. So I'm here now in Italy, 18 years back.
Great. So what do you do? What do you do in Italy?
Actually, I work here as a bartender.
Right, okay.
Traditional business, and I am working for them not only as a bartender but also the administrative part of the business.
So you do all the accounts for it?
Yes.
All right, okay. So we're from a similar background, actually, Jing, because I was brought up in a pub.
Yeah, and actually, I also graduated accounting in the Philippines when uh, 20 years ago. I graduated accounting in the Philippines.
So you put that to actual use with your
Yes.
family. Oh, brilliant.
But
Okay.
when you immigrant to another country, especially Italy is non-speaking English, and you have to restart from the beginning. And first, you have to study the language, or else you can find a job, you can communicate to the people, and it is most important for them.
So are you fluent in Italian, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's brilliant.
Yeah, because here where I live, it's a small country, a small city here in Parma, and all the people here living here is all almost Italian. So the only immigrant was I and my aunt. So I have to force to speak Italian so we can communicate with them. We can do
That's fantastic. It's a beautiful language as well. That's a really good achievement, that, Jing. Really good. So what made you look for an online business, or were you looking, or was it a bit of a fluke that you came across it?
First, I do search an online business, but nothing fits me. So I changed my way of thinking. I told myself I need to pursue my career here. So I signed up a university degree for pursuing my accounting degree. But
Right.
the pandemic came in, I had to spend because of lack of job, and we don't have enough resource. I don't have enough source of income to finance myself, my studies, and you know very well that in foreign country you have to pay your own. It's
Yeah.
cost too much, the tuition fee in university. So eventually blessings came in when I browsed one day in my Facebook timeline. I saw this ad and I was amazed about that this young man telling in his ad. I realized, oh, how did he do it?
Yeah.
He's only at early 30s when he retired this job. So I realized, what did he do it? How can he do that? So
Amazing.
I sent him a message and asked what this is.
Wow, that's brilliant. And we both know who you're talking about as well.
Yes, it's our
He's a
coach.
yeah, yes, complete and utter inspiration. So
Yes.
when you saw that ad, were you skeptical at all? Were you a bit sort of, is this real?
Yes, I am skeptical. I was skeptical because I never do an online business. So I'm used to traditional business that you have to stay here physically, you have to work with your long hours. After your long hours of job, you have to do your accounting and everything. So it's very a different side of business. So I never do an online business. So you know, skepticism, if you don't ask, you don't ask what it's all about, you don't do it by yourself, you cannot have any answer for that.
No.
Remain your idea if you
Yeah,
don't do
it's
it
doing your
by
due
yourself.
diligence, isn't it? Looking into it and checking it out.
Yeah.
So what was the reason? Obviously, we both sort of come to the same thing when we've seen the ad and we've looked. What was the actual reason that you wanted an online business? What was your big why and your purpose?
Yeah, my big why is more me time for myself, because you know, as I said before, I was working a traditional business.
Yeah,
We do long hours job, and after that you have to do your another part in the accounting side company. So I set aside, I had to trade in my personal life because I want to be have a better life, not only for me but also for my family in back home in the Philippines.
yeah,
And, it's impossible that you can do that because having a traditional business, you know, you have to, there is a cost, much cost, the taxes, and we have also a worker for us. But at the end of the day, it's not enough. At the end of the month, it's not enough. Your long hours are not being paid. Actually, this time of pandemic, we don't even pay ourselves for the work that we have because we have
yeah,
that. Yes, it's very, you know, it's sad to say, but it is the reality when you have a
yeah, it is. No, I agree, Jing. It is very sad. And if you look at how many big businesses and small businesses have
yes,
gone, it is a reality. And sometimes, it's not a nice reality because people have lost their jobs. There's been
yes,
not only the jobs, but obviously their lives with this pandemic. But it is going more and more to the online space. So I completely understand that. And you talk about a traditional business. We talk about it as employment,
well,
and
employee.
I think we're all conditioned, aren't we, Jing? You leave school, you get a job, or you leave school, you go to university, you get a job. You're basically working till you retire, and you're building somebody else's dreams, not yours.
Yeah.
Because that's the conditioning we've all been brought up with, isn't it? But things are changing, so it is going more and more online. So was it
Yes, and in
sorry,
additional to that, sorry, Tina. In additional to that, for almost 40 years staying, serving people, doing this work. I don't think if when I reach 67 or 70 years of age, I can do the same thing when I was in 20s and 30s. So it's impossible.
I completely get that one. I know. I think as we get older, it's funny actually, Jing, because I got up this morning and I got out of bed and the first thing I did was go, "Ooh, we're making."
Yes.
So I completely get where you're coming from, and especially in the public trade, in the bar situation, you're not running around tables like you used to.
Yes.
So going online and within this business, it was obviously a completely new venture for you. What was the biggest thing or the biggest challenge that you had when you started?
Um, the biggest challenge is because I was doubtful at first when I started online business. So it was a challenge for myself. It's a big challenge because I have to overcome this doubtful feeling if this is gonna work for me. So, and but when you start do your diligence, researching what kind of business is this in the table that are presenting to you. You do your research, you go online, then you ask your coach, your mentor, and everything. That doubt becomes slowly become fade, slowly fade, because you know that when you dive into this business, you see that, oh my God, how did you do it? You so amazing milestone that you never expected that you can have it in 1 month, but the
Yeah,
business has been blessing to those people who are in the business for more than 3 years or 4 years.
yeah.
And that doubt was slowly been fading away because I know that this business is real and this is legit.
I think when you touched on something there, which was really quite interesting, and you said obviously when you started this business, you had a doubt that it would
Yes.
work for you. And I'm going along with the thought that sometimes we doubt that it's going to work for us, but actually, is it that, or is it the doubt that we can actually do it?
Yeah.
It's like a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because you have so much doubt in what you're capable of that sometimes you have to put your faith in other people who are mentoring you and coaching you and bringing you along into that
Yes.
business. What's the one thing that you'd say that has changed you since you've been doing this?
Um, the positivity in this business is very amazing. So, and the global community, they are always there helping you, and because in here, working in traditional business, there is much negative. You can hear a lot of negative if people. So
Mm,
you have to find your own positive sides that you can stand up in this crowd. So this community, I found this community very helpful for me because the positive mentality of people, it's really attracting you to do. It's really excuse me, and you know that when you start feeding your mind with positivity, it's like a food.
yeah.
It you to grow. It helps you not only physically, mentally, and financially. Sure, for sure, because when you have a positive mindset, financially will follow.
Yeah, no, you're so right, and I think for all of us within this community, I mean, I think we're getting up to 86,000 people within that community
Yes.
now, and I mean, Jason from the UK is watching. Hi, Jason.
Hello.
Chrysler's watching from the Philippines. Hi, Chrysler. Thank you for joining us. But a gentleman did say to me, one of my mentees who's actually watching today, said to me the other day, the beauty of this business, because he does shift work and a lot of hours, and he said, no matter where I am in the day, if I can't get hold of you, Tina, I can get an answer of anybody. because it's
Yes.
global, it's 24/7, the support's there. And I think you're right. Positivity is just, it's like a drug, if you like, because you just want more and more of it, and people in the community are so positive and support. And I think we all smile a lot more, Jing.
Yeah, and another thing is that I like most in this business, because the training that we have.
Mm.
I believe when you do online business somewhere else, you may know that there's a lot of online business go popping up in our
Yeah,
newsfeed,
yeah,
and I hear some also of my friends doing online business, but they are doing it alone. So our online business, it's a good thing for us. It's a very positive angle for our side, because I believe you can't find an online business that there is a support, the training that you can come back always, especially the training that we have.
yeah,
Those weekly mastermind for business owners, I think nobody will do that for you, because when you open your own online business alone without your other group or without our community, for sure you have to take your own courses, you have to take all other courses, that so you can flow up, you can survive in the internet world. But since we have this community that are supportive to us, and this mastermind that we have, that give us another strategies, that we should be at the level of competition, that help us to be at the level of competition. So it's also, that is one also that I like most in the business.
yeah. I mean, we were having a chat before we started, weren't we? And we
Yeah.
said we were laughing because we said obviously that it's a global business, so
Yes.
it could be 2 o'clock in the morning when they do the masterminds, and Jing and I were saying there ain't no chance we're getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. But the beauty is, it's replays, isn't it? I said we need our
Yes.
beauty sleep, but there's replays, isn't there? So I think there's about 2 years worth on the training site. So you're always going back and checking things out and updating,
Yes.
and I mean, fair play to Mike and Darren who started this business. They have put that business model in to suit
Yes.
everybody and continue
Every
to
week we
support.
have updated. Yes.
Yeah,
There.
every week, I think I've got a couple to catch up on actually, so I'll be doing that today. But you're right. I think I've never come across an online business like this, and I've been doing it the same length of time as you, Jing. And I think for support for the community, for what it does to you, not only the financial aspect of it, but the actual way it changes people. I think
Yes.
it's an awesome place to be. So for everybody sitting on the fence, everybody watching today, or everybody contemplating an online business, what would you say to them?
Okay. Everything is online. We do all banking online, studying online, everything. And so I believe it's time to jump on board, search, and do your diligence. What we are talking about. And I want to say also that yesterday we have the what do you call it, the webinar last night. So if you want to know what is online business, what we are talking about, you can watch the replay by clicking on our I mean clicking in our website. And if you have doubts, you're free to ask. There's no you're gonna don't I mean you don't have lose anything,
Yeah, no
because
risk.
asking is free.
Yeah, no, brilliant, Jing. And Jason's just commented the community is such a positive, massive positive for this business. And you're right there, Jason. It certainly is. It certainly is. So everybody, you have heard it from Jing, from another one of my gorgeous business partners. Beautiful, beautiful lady. At the end of the day, you know, you are the only variable. The
Yes.
choice is absolutely yours, guys. But the reality is, it's a free webinar. So there is nothing to lose by looking at the testimonies, looking at the business overview, seeing what we are all about, seeing what it can do for you. And then obviously, if you want to take it further, again, the choice is yours. But if you don't do
Yes.
your due diligence, if you don't look into it, what are you going to do? You're going to look back and say, damn, I wish I'd had a chance to look at that. You know?
Yes.
No regrets, no regrets. But also, as I keep saying, nothing changes if nothing changes. So, Jing, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. And, you know, it's been great to chat to you. Guys, if you are happy with what you've seen, if you want to know more, then obviously please contact Jing or myself. Jing is on www.gb-argos.com and myself is www.christinawillis.com. Just remember, an online business and the online space is the place to be. We book online, we chat online, we do shopping online, we spend most of our day going through social media, whichever platform it may be. So why not make social media work for you? And the beauty is you don't have any stock. You don't have any overheads, only the ones that you actually do as a business. So it's not like a franchise. So again, guys, choice is yours. But Jing, you're an absolutely amazing person, and thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, you take care. Everybody, bye-bye now. Take care of yourselves, and thanks for stopping by.